Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Prison Architect. So we've got a couple of more inmates here, and one of them's a gang member. Elizabeth Balthazar. Sentenced to 11 years for multiple crimes, including rioting and violent disorder. Yeah, she looks like a pretty nasty one. She also has a reputation. No, this one has an unknown reputation, so we're going to have to investigate this one too. The thing we don't have, and the thing I'm going to work on getting, is the snitch sorter. It's a modded part. If I go to objects, there's a snitch sorter right here, and I can't get it until I got 5 grand. So I'm kind of hoping I get to 5 grand in this episode. Not gonna spend a whole lot of money today, so I'm gonna try to save up on it, and hopefully we get some good exports. These trees are starting to grow, so that's money coming in pretty much. These workmen are here. I've added a staff door here in the workshop so that the workmen can go right in here, get their stuff, and just go straight to exports instead of having to go around. So like these doors are kind of pointless to have both of them now, but I'm gonna leave it the way it is because I don't really see a reason to break it down yet. Look at all these prisoners with their trays. Oh man, we have a decent cash flow. It's pretty. It's not good. It's not a great cash flow, but we do have some. And I'm hoping we get more as the day goes on. But these staff meals are the real big thing. Like these things, is it this? Is that what this is? The staff meals? I can't tell, but it looks like the staff meals. Pretty sure it is. I don't know why the hover's not working, but I'm pretty sure that's staff meals. They are so expensive. Yeah, staff meals, 300 bucks. They're so expensive. This is the challenge with staff needs. Not only keeping your staff happy, but also being able to afford things for your prison because of all the cost that's associated with them. It's kind of nuts. Okay, so all these parole, all these lawyers and stuff, they've been going through here, right? They've been coming in, and they've been coming through the storage area all the way through here and then working their way into here. And I don't like that. I don't want anyone coming in any other door other than the main entrance. That's this entrance right here. This is where I want everybody coming in. Now, they might leave through another exit, and it kind of looks like they're headed that way. They're going to go through the workshop? Ugh, gross. Gross! I'm going to need to find a solution to that. I'm not sure what that solution is. I think maybe to prevent that, what we could do... Then they'll still go this way, though. They'll still go through the staff room, though, and I don't want them to do that either. I want to prevent people from going out that way. Looks like we got 2 prisoners being released, though, so that's going to be like 6 grand. Which is great. Let's speed it up and get that money. There we go. So, $6,000. What are we going to spend that on? I think maybe more cells. We want to expand and get more cells to get more prisoners in. So I think more cells is the answer to that question. Yes. Also, I want this to be a walkway. So these 2 cells, we're getting rid of them. So I'm going to demolish this wall and this wall. We're going to get rid of the rooms here. And then we're just going to dismantle all the objects inside. So let's just dismantle all this stuff. These cells are going away. We'll dismantle the doors as well. Get on that, workman. Now, another thing I have to remember, especially when I'm low on cash, is that the exports area is staff only, right? I could enable this to be like not staff only, and then the prisoners would take things into exports. And that might not be such a bad idea, except it's getting kind of close to the exit. I mean, if they get through here and they get through here, then they're out. And I don't like that. So I have this both as staff only for now. But what that means, this guy's pissed off because of the warmth. It's always cold on this map. I have never seen it warm yet. It's always cold. I don't know. Anyway, so what this means is, and before you say, well, it's because it's winter. Well, yeah, we started in summer, and they were cold in summer too. I'm going to leave this as staff only, which means the more I want to construct things and break things down, and I tell them to prioritize it, the more I do that. Actually, do we want a wall here? I want this to be a solid walkway, but I also kind of want this to be separate blocks. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone. I'm going to bring Yeah, I'm gonna bring these. I'm gonna bring another door and servo up here. Put that here instead. But every time I have my workmen do this, it's pulling them away from their other duties, right? And that's the big problem, is it pulls them away from their other duties. So I do have to be cautious of that, or at least conscious of that. Okay, so we want more cells, and we have to build them, because, I mean, I guess I could build this way. Why don't we do that? Why don't we build this way? Let's do a clone of this, and we'll just go like this, and then like this. We can keep going that way as we want to later on, but that'll be good. Now we have a nice walkway, and there's a door here, so that still separates these into two separate blocks. So if I was to say, for example, you know, search cell block, they would search all of these cells, but not these ones. This allows me to search. I'm only saying this because in the last series we weren't able to do it, and if you're not familiar with Prison Architect yourself, then maybe you only know it through my series. I don't know, but before we couldn't do searching cell blocks. Now we can. And so if I click this toilet and I say search cell block, it will search all the cells, but it's going to be isolated to just these cells, right? And it won't search these. And so if there's a problem in a certain area, I can have my staff direct their attention to that area alone, as opposed to the last series where I had to go through each cell one at a time and tell them to search it. I don't have to do that anymore, so that's good. Generally speaking, it's good to have your prison in blocks and not, oh, we have a pickaxe in here. Might want to dismantle that toilet to see if he's digging. Because a lot of times when you find a tool in the cell, oftentimes it means that there's a tunnel. So let's see. Not yet. Didn't have the time to do it. Good. We caught him in time. Unless it was this guy. Was it this cell? Was it this guy? I guess it's this girl now, isn't it? What's your experience? You had tools. You had a whole bunch of stuff. It might have been this cell. I thought it was a different cell, but it might have been this one. He just pooed. I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't dismantle the toilet right after it poo. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to see if there's a tunnel in there. So let's get one of the workmen to prioritize that. There we go. And nope, no tunnel in there. Spacebar, tried to pause, doesn't work. So we'll get that installed again. And I want that to be prioritized as well. All right. A couple of comments in the last video. First is they told me there was no drain underneath one of these shower heads. So I went ahead and put that in. There you go. Another comment asked me about parole and whether or not having their parole schedule over top of another regime was a big deal. So currently my regime is 6 and 7 they're sleeping, 8 a.m. is a free time, and then 9 a.m. is a eat slot. Their parole program happens between 6 and 9 to 10. So what this parole is doing right now is it's overlapping their eat time a little bit, and I don't want that. So I'm going to move them actually back a little bit. This does reduce their sleep time a little bit, like a lot. Not a little bit. But if they're up for parole, like they're not going to be up for parole every day, right? So it's not a big deal. Also, because there's only 2 interested in the workshop safety program, I'm not sure it's worth the money. I'm going to wait until there's more people interested. It's better. Alcoholics group therapy, there's only 1 person in it. Not worth the money. I'm getting rid of that. Pharmacological treatment of drugs, not going to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and reset that because there is 12 in the queue. And it looks like we got 2 in there now. Okay. Workshop safety. I mean, like, I want people working in the workshop. Don't get me wrong. Carpentry apprentice, there's 3 interested. This is what I'm going to spend this money on. So let's grab the carpenter's table. And I'm going to put a carpenter's table right here and right here. That's a large chunk of cash, but it's worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm going to activate this program. Oh, I can't yet until they get on this. So let's get them to build this really quick, and then we can get them on that because that's a big deal. Having 3 people interested in this is a big deal. We need to make 10 superior beds, and if we do that, we get 10 grand. So as soon as we get this carpenter table in, I can start this program. It's an expensive program, but it's worth it in the end. Yeah, so we'll have somebody else working on that. 2 carpenter's tables. Pretty nice. Actually, can I do both? It says there's 2 interested. Can I do at the same time? Yeah, there we go. 2. Okay, good. Now that I have 2 tables, it'll let me do it. Okay. So I'm going to have to let this run for a bit. I don't like doing this, but I have to let it run because of money. I mean, you just have to have money to do anything. Also, it looks like we're going to need utilities run through here. Luckily, this is pretty close by. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Stop. No! The power surge has caused our generator to overload and catch fire. All right, well, the fire will get put out by the sprinklers, hopefully. Actually, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to call a fire engine. It doesn't look like it's getting put out. I guess not. Well, maybe it is. The sprinklers are on. $5,000 to repair this. Shh. Well, I wanted to get through this without getting a loan. I really wanted to get through this without getting a loan. But I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I can't open these doors. I can't open these doors because it takes power to open the doors. This is why we need redundancy. I'm going to manually open that door. We'll get them down here to get this fire put out. It looks like the sprinklers took care of it, though. Yeah, the sprinklers took care of it. So I don't even need the fire department after all. That's what the purpose of the sprinklers was. So I'm going to need to take out a loan. I didn't want to do this, but it's $5,000 to repair it. And I can't actually put that order in without doing it. So let's get it. Finance, grants, loan. Oh, it's only $500. Oh, shit. I can't actually borrow $5,000. I can only borrow $2,500. I can't borrow $5,000. So I can't turn the power back on. I can't borrow enough money. Does that raise my credit rating at all? No, I have to go at least a day. I can't accept any more of these. How am I going to get enough money for this? It's time to sell stuff. It's time to sell stuff. Objects. Sell object. I don't have enough stuff I can sell. I don't think I do anyway. That gives me a little bit. We're going to have to take that loan after. I mean, that loan has to happen. Whoops. That loan has to happen. There's no doubt about it. So we're going to take all of it. So we got 4,100. Oh my gosh. Sell this. Sell this. 4,300. We can do this. We can do it. We can do it. Let's get them to chop down these trees. Dismantle object. That's export's good. 4,800. Oh man, just one more. Come on, workman, get over here. I want to get this. I need to repair this. Come on. Cut down that tree. Oh, we just took staff meals. Damn it. Staff meals is killing me with funds, man. It's killing me. Cut down the tree. Come on. You need to get a chainsaw. These axes are not working out. Come on. Oh, we have other. Actually, we have other license plates right here. I didn't see these before. Sell object here, here, here. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's just not enough. 49.80. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, quick before they change their mind. Repair in progress. Good. So there's the $5,000 repair. Ugh. Get on that fast, please. I need my power back up. I need to get a different power solution so they're not overloaded, because that's a big deal. It's a really big deal. How is our utilities? Are any of them busted from the explosion? I can't tell. They're still fixing it. I got this on 3 times speed. There we go. So it's like it's not overloaded completely, you know, but it's still kind of a... There we go. Water's coming through the pipes, and there we go. We're good. So, like, we don't have to worry about the fire department on that after all, because, like, even the fence is okay. But, man, are we in the hole now. That sucks. Really bad. That sucks. The cameras are not being watched. That's because there's no guard watching them. There we go. Okay, well, I was going to let this run, but damn. Now I have to pay back the loan. I have a loan now. I couldn't do it without the loan because it's just the way it is. Current interest. I actually don't have any money. Wait, what is this? 0.1? Did I already default on this? Like, already? Are you kidding me? It's because of the timing, isn't it? Oh, come on. That's lame. That kills, man. That random event. Oh, that random event was a very bad timing on that event. Very bad timing. I need to get positive so I can pay that interest by midnight. I think it's midnight when that happens. I'm going to sell it out right out of his hands. I can't wait around. Yeah, I can't wait around for it. Are there any other trees I can sell? No. I'm going to have to pay that interest payment, right? That happens right at... Why are these guys working? Oh, right, because it's... Yeah, I changed the regime around so that they worked a lot later into the night. That's right. Forgot. How did I miss that already? Like, how did I mess up that? Look, my credit rating is negative now. Why? I don't understand why that's the case. I haven't even had a chance to pay the loan yet. I just borrowed it today. That's messed up, man. How is it that they can tell me that I can't pay the loan back when I just borrowed it like an hour ago? You know? Reform program, consulting fees. I'm really lost on why that grant has my... Now it's negative 1.9. It's dropping like every hour. Why is it dropping so much? What? What kind of terms are the loans? This is why I don't like loans. This is why I don't want to take one. Because, like, this is what happens to your freaking credit history, man. Your freaking credit just tanks for no reason. Like, every time you check it, it shows you it's going to drop. Like, it's 1.9 right now. If I make this a bit smaller, I can make this smaller, right? There we go. Yeah, so make this a bit smaller. Right now, we'll watch the clock, right? And this says negative 1.9. I've got a positive bank balance, right? I've got money in my bank account. So I should be able to do this and keep selling these things. I still have positive cash flow. I still have a positive balance. Got a bunch of stuff here I can sell, right? Keep my balance up, 765, right? All right, now this goes into the red immediately. We get staff meals, sheet metal. We sold a whole bunch of objects. We're in the red immediately. And now it's negative 2.9. I don't understand. What is this? What is going on here? Why is my credit so terrible now? I mean, loan interest, only 126 bucks in interest, and I've paid it. So why is my credit shit? That was like immediate too. It was like, oh, you took a loan? Cool, your credit's garbage now. What the hell? I don't understand that. That seems a bit fast. That seems a bit much. Okay, we'll work through it. Not sure what we'll do to work through it, but we'll work through it. I got a positive balance again. So we'll work through it as much as possible. 297. Do I lose money every hour from staff needs? Do I lose money every hour for this? Staff meals is like 120 bucks every hour. It's so expensive. Keep working, workmen. Keep on those trees, man. We need that money. Okay, so it's about to switch over to a new hour. I want this down, right? Negative 2.8. And then... Okay. So cash flow, negative 28, blah, 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 staff meals, etc. Now it's negative 2.7. So does this must update by the hour. That's all I can figure out for this, is that it updates by the hour. The interest is $126 per day. Not per hour, per day. I haven't had a chance to even pay that. It's just super fast. So if my balance ever falls in the negative, it's going to lower my credit rating now. That's a pretty big deal. Good to know. Good to know. Can I... Why isn't this expanding? There we go. I just want it to be somewhat the same size as it was before. Yeah. Okay, then. Well, that's a thing. Look at negative cash flow again. We have negative 561 because of staff meals. Yeah, because of staff meals. Also, I paid $1,000 for trees. So that happened too. Let's sell these. I need to get this positive before the end of the hour. All right, 529, 549. Okay. And 51 bucks, just barely. So, negative 3.6 now. You know what? Just like FML, man. Like, seriously. Oh my god, that's just ridiculous. What's my intake? 4 prisoners? Screw it. We're taking more. Like, I need the money, like really bad. This is terrible. Credit rating is total garbage right now. Total garbage. I don't even care. I'll sell the things off the truck. I don't even care. I'll go right off the truck with it. Still $49 down, so my credit's even worse now. I bet it's going to get to like negative 10. I bet you that'll happen. We'll get all the way down to like negative 10. Grants. It's already halfway there. Yeah, I currently owe $30 more than I borrowed. But like, come on, $30 more, like whatever. It's not worth like the credit rating being dropped. That's extreme, man. So extreme. Okay, well, sure. We'll do that. We'll do it your way, game. It's fine. I've got $901 in the bank. And in an hour, we're going to take in another set of prisoners. And we're going to get $9 grand. No, not $9 grand. $4,500 for those prisoners. When we get $4,500 for the prisoners, I'm just going to go ahead and keep... I'm gonna pay off all but like the last level of the loan, and see if we can raise the credit rating up by not, because I think in order to raise the credit rating up, I have to keep credit. I think that's how that works. At least if it's anything like real life, that's how it works. All right, we got a possible tunnel. Got a possible tunnel over here. Before we get started on this, let's decrease this. And there. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm going to keep this open, all right? And because I think the minimum payment here is going to be $530. So I'm going to keep this open. It says $26 per day as interest. That's not a big deal. And see if having a positive cash flow here and also the positive balance, see if it raises our credit rating for staying in the positive. Harsh penalties for borrowing, man. That's why I didn't want to do it. But, I mean, they blew my power. My power station blew. So, like, what am I going to do? I got to have the money. No babies. No babies. But we might want to employ the services of our informants. We have 100% coverage on Sydney. And I'm going to use her because I want to know if there's anybody here who needs protected. So they don't die. There's a snitch here. So we know that this person's a snitch. Which means, like, I need to put them in protective custody. But I just have no way of doing it. You know? I have no way of really doing that. I don't really have protective custody. So let's see what happens with the informant. Okay, yep, we got an extra snitch here. So this person's also a snitch. Can get her highlighted. There we go. Yep, we know she's a snitch. Let's get her in protective as well. I have no idea what I'm going to do about that. The only thing I can think of is... Let's just deactivate her. The only thing I can think of is, like, making a couple of cells right here, which I don't have a whole lot of money to do, but, like, make a few cells right here. Or maybe these right down. You know what? Maybe this right here. Let's try this. Deployment. Let's say protective custody. Oh, I can't. Because this is a zoning. Yeah, it's the whole thing. So I would need to cut this off from the other side, which I can do. Yeah, I can do that. So let's do that. Let's Let's, how do we want to do this? Probably with a door. Let's put a large jail door right here. That will make this little bit of block here. And then we can have the prisoners right here be in protective custody. And then I think what I'll do is we'll go like this. We'll put a jail door here, I think. Yes, we'll put a jail door here. And then another door maybe like here with a fence like this. What I'm hoping to do here, what I'm trying to do here is create a path for these guys to get to the canteen and the yard without having to go through here. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a jail door down here like this. And then another fence can go this way with another jail door like this. My hope here is that, and I'm going to create this situation where these 4 cells can be protective custody. They get to go this way, or through the yard, and then through here to eat, and they get their yard time, and then they come back this way. And I'll do that by making this area protective custody only, as well as this area. And that will be how I handle that. So let's take this area, make it protective custody. This is going to be protective custody only as well. And then this will be staff only. And that should take care of it. So we should have protective custody cells that they can go to. And now, like, they're in here right now. That's not a good thing. So let's get the regime changed. What we want is a different regime from the normal security. Since normal and maximum are the same, we can compare them here. And what I want is I'm gonna want sleep time to be kind of like this. Let's start out with having you completely sleep, and then I can structure your thing around there. So eat time needs to alternate from here. So eat time is going to be, I think, here. And let's go with, I don't like this. Maybe we can go like this and have eat time be like this. So yard time, they'll eat when they're in the yard. But then they have to go through the yard. I don't like that. Because they're going to go through the yard to get to here, right? So that doesn't work very well. So maybe we can have, you know what? We'll have the eat time be here. And then yard time can be, I think, right down here when these guys are eating. So like they'll be in here and the protective custody will be in here. Then we'll go lock up here so that these guys who are in here will go straight to their cells. That seems like a good idea. We'll do lockup. We could do free time and work through here. Free time and work there, yep. We'll do lockup here so that they are away from this work time. Then they're segregated here, so we'll do sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep is fine. Then we'll have a lockup here. Eat again. And then, honestly, there's not a whole lot I can do here other than just keep you locked up. You're in protective custody. It's kind of all I can do with you. We can give you... I can't give you free time during this either. Let's try this regime and see if their needs are met this way. It's kind of a bad deal for protective custody, but that's kind of what I got to do to protect them. I can give you an extra time of sleep, but we'll have that be your regime. It's the only thing I could think of. So let's do that. What's my credit rating like now? 4.0. I tell you what, it recovers a lot faster than it recovers a lot slower than it goes down. It's not very proportionate, is it? It's just terrible. It's a freaking awful situation is what it is. Missing some hot water over here. It's going to be far away from all of these boilers. I don't think there's a single boiler that can reach this point. This is my best bet here. I think this is my best bet here. Yeah, it's the I think it's the closest boiler, so we'll do that too. Oh, man. Okay, so how we're separating protective custody, right? How we're doing this is they're going to be in these cells, and it's currently their sleep time, so they should be in their cells. We're going to need a guard down here, kind of at all times sort of thing. So let's just make sure there's always a guard in there. It looks like there is. Yep. Okay, good. So we're going to want a guard down in here, and that's just to watch over these guys, to manage the doors, etc. We're going to want to make sure we manage these things. We've got 2 people in protective custody here. When it's time for them to go on their eat time, which will be at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., when it's time for them to eat, they'll go hopefully through this door and around and this way, and not this way, because this is the path of least resistance, I think. There's one big door here, then a big door here, then a big door here. That's 3 doors versus 1, 2, 3 doors. It's the same. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to look at it and see where they go. There's definitely some funny business going on over in this block. There's definitely some tunneling happening over here. I'm going to go ahead and search it again, I think. They're not going to like it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because there's definitely some tunneling happening. Workman's exhausted. That's fine. Get to your cell. Or get to your staff room. There you go. Oh, another comment asked me if I needed a staff canteen. And you don't. You don't need a staff canteen. You could put this stuff in a staff room and it's fine. You don't need a staff canteen. That being said, if I wanted to make a staff canteen, all I would have to do is go to canteen here. Where is it? Canteen. All I'd have to do is highlight this area and then kind of do one of these numbers with it. And that would give us a staff canteen. Like, that would be all that's required. So, it's not going to change the situation. It's going to be the same. There's no real change in like, how this is going to perform. You just need like one of these in a staff-only area, preferably the staff room, and then it'll be fine. But since you're wondering, that's like that. I can't do it here because I need to have these tables in the canteen in order for it to qualify as a canteen. So the way this one's designed, it just has to stay a staff room. But you can see it's working, right? There's meals here, and they use it. They get meals, right? This guy's going to go get food right now, and then he's going to come over to the table and eat. If there's no space on the table, then they sit here on the sofa and eat. So it's all kind of the same. It's all fine. So whether you use staff canteen or not is kind of up to you. It's kind of optional as a room. You don't need it. You don't need to do that. It looks to me though like as soon as I made this a staff canteen, did they throw all this food away? It looks to me like they threw all the food away. It looks like that, doesn't it? I bet. Yeah, see, now they're going to deliver food to both. They don't need to do that, right? So, like, we don't need to do this because this is no longer staff only now. So, yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have made sure that was staff only again. But they should start serving this again. I don't know why they're doing both. That's kind of weird. It says they're doing both. You don't need to do the staff room. But anyway, it doesn't matter, and I'm going to go back to staff room because it was working. So, where's staff room? Staff room, here we go. I'm going to go back to staff room on this because, like I said, it was working, so. And just like that, the meals are back. So, okay, fine. So these guys are going to come out this way? Oh, that's a bad deal. That's a really, really bad deal. Why are they going this way? Okay, hold on. This is stupid. They should not have done that. This is ridiculous. They should not have done that. I made this like this. I'm certain that I did that, and it didn't work. That's what I was trying to avoid, and that didn't work. I'm certain I made that way. Damn it. This was protective only. And this was staff only. Shit. Like, that's all I can say about that is just shit, you know? It was gonna work. It's just they went this way, like idiot. Like, damn it. They should have went this way through this door as these guys were coming in this direction. That's how that's supposed to flow. I still think it will work the way it's planned out. It just didn't work that time because the zoning got all messed up. It just got all messed up. The deployment got messed up. I don't know. Anyway, I think this side is going to be max only once I get enough prisoners that qualify for max only. Which I don't really have enough. It's only 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I need a few more before I can do that. But I'm going to need more cells anyway. So, hey, we found the tunnel. That's good. We found le tunnel. Get that over with. Staff morale, still 100%. Dangers, The danger level's pretty low. If you take care of your staff, I think this staff needs actually helps the game a little bit in terms of safety because it helps with the danger level, like a lot. All right, we got lots of phones. We're listening on those phone calls. And we are pumping this out. Negative 3.4. Now, what happens if I decrease this all the way now? Okay, now it says I owe $30. So if I decrease this all the way, what happens then? Does my credit rating go up? Even when I don't have a current loan? That's what I want to know. Because right now it says I can't take a loan out. So does that mean I'm like locked out of loans forever? Or do I just need to be in a positive cash territory for long enough for the bank to trust me again? How does that work? I don't know. I guess I'll just have to play through and find out. Hopefully the power station doesn't blow in that time. I would buy another one, but I don't really have like a whole lot of money to buy another one. So I'd rather not. Yeah. Anna Jones, solitary 9 hours. Well, you killed someone, so I guess that's a justifiable punishment for you. I would put you in there for a lot longer than 9 hours. But whatever. Okay, well, there you go, guys. That's my episode for today. It's so eventful, isn't it? Come back for the next one. Thanks for watching. Give me a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want more. Join the Discord, link down in the description. Join the Hot Tips community, meet new people, and learn all the fun stuff that comes from the Discord. I'll see you next time. Bye.